tongue from you. Let me get a little loving too. Let me get a little piece off you, cause you know that we'll come through like this.
Running around, robbing banks, all whacked on the Scooby snacks.
You got that good in your match?
Yep.
I'm ready for a tune when you guys are.
We'll try Greg McCarthy.
I've got my little world. I got my world. That's what I call Fisty's World here, which consists of pretty much my whole history growing up. You know, I started with horns when I was a kid. My grandpa gave me a bugle, which I, started taking trumpet lessons and that. And my mom was a piano teacher, so I got into playing piano a bit, but she never really wanted to teach me because I was a pain in the ass. So with this setup, and I gotta be honest, with the keyboards, I went to church a lot. That's where I kind of got into music, and I'd always see the organ player playing the bass pedals, which make sure you get a good shot of the bass pedals. That's something I was really, really fond of, how we can do all this with the pipe organ and then do the pedals and everything. So in my life, I like to learn to play instruments, and when it got to a point where it's like, all right, I'm pretty good at it, it's gonna take a lot more work to get amazing at it, then I'd just go on to another instrument. So for me, with the band, with Fun Lovin' Criminals, it's great. I got a mix of all my favorite things. We got our lovely Pioneer ex-DJ here that runs backing tracks, which is just great, so I can get this. It'll send a little click over to Frank, so we're all in time. It's a beautiful thing, and you can, it's got a really great cue. So you get fat beats out of it all the time coming from the speakers. And then, you get over here to the keyboard world. I got this lovely, beautiful Korg Micro X, which is a very unpopular synth that came out from Korg about 15 years ago. But for me, it was like everything I ever wanted. I wanted something with a Triton brain so I could get at all these keyboard sounds, organs and strings and pianos and bass sounds, and really have like a lot of options without having to have laptops. So I like to keep it kind of not vintage, not new school, kind of in the middle somewhere, like the analog, 90s.
But it's getting towards
it's getting there. So, and it's got all my sounds. It's got the outputs which we need, so I can get my bass sounds, my bass amp, which I'm very fond of. So on a song like "Smoke 'Em," I get my bass in there. Notice the customization with the coffee cup lid, which here keeps me from changing the song by accident, which is beautiful. And then I get my little keys down here, my nice long Roland controller here, which is a beautiful thing as well. And I can get my little notes and my little chords. So beautiful. Everyone loves a Fender Rhodes sound. Not a real Fender Rhodes, but close enough to it. So I can get my beats on in the song like "Smoke 'Em," I can include all these different, you know, facets of my setup with my bass pedals. Got some strings, which on some songs I like to, you know, play bass sounds down there, string sounds, all sorts of different sounds. It's a beautiful thing. I love it. All together, it sounds very nice. All right, so my man, you know what I'm saying. So we can get groovy there, and then at the end of the song, I can grab my trusty flugelhorn, which has a nice bit of a more deeper, mellow sound than the trumpet, which I like to play as well. And get my little. Another lovely instrument.
It's got a little bit of a ding in it, don't it?
This is this has been in the battlefield. It's been in the field. Had a few tours around the world and it's had some falls. Luckily, with this hook system that was developed by the OG Riddler himself, it seems pretty flawless. I know Nico was a big help as well, right? Is that who designed that? Regardless, it's like very good. You know, we got great techs. They work their ass off and we're very proud of them. So, oh, you know, little harmonica action's always nice.
Cool. And are you using different harmonicas, different key?
Different songs have different keys, obviously, and it's only really played on one song. You know, every tour we do, some tours have more songs with harmonica, more songs with horns. We like this tour we're doing now for the second leg of the Roosevelt sessions because we actually get a good mix set with a whole wealth of songs from the whole history of the band, which we're very proud of as well.
Yeah.
Last but certainly not least is my beautiful Marcus Miller 5-string jazz bass. You know, the fellas had said, you know, get yourself one really nice bass and then get yourself a backup good bass. And my backup is a Gibson SG 5-string, which is a great bass as well. But this one just gets my little, just got everything I need. As long as I don't ding it on the fucking mic stand all the time. I run these through my lovely amps that I've sort of customized over the years, taking the best bits and pieces from my favorite bass amps to make my own sort of cyber bass amp, I guess, a bit of a hybrid, but it's nice.
Maximum moguls, difference in opinion, I was with him. He had 7 Jack and Cokes in him, they had platform deals, no job bills, some like a ill with a fucked up grill. Supermodels on my D, 1, 2, 3, these are 2 for you, 2 for me. Face like a saint, sucking like a sinner. Coke makes you dinner, coke makes you dinner.
You know, you can really get busy.
Beautiful, that's fantastic, thank you.
Anyway, the main thing that is the struggle is the microphone. Now that I have to be vocals as well, that makes it hard because I'm used to, for years, having my setup, I have my mic close, but when you're doing BVs, obviously you can come in and out. When you're doing the verses and stuff like that, you gotta kind of be on the mic all the fucking time, which isn't my favorite thing to do, but I make it work. So sometimes we're stretching, but for the most part, everything is pretty fluid. We've been doing this now over a year, and you know, we're excited for do these summer festivals, get out in the fall to play 100% Colombian, the second album in full, start to finish, even with B-sides and some other great surprises. And that we're gonna do all fall for the 25th anniversary of that record. So really excited to make that happen. And yeah, hope we'll see you guys there.
Cool. Nice one. Thanks, first.
That's good,
Cheers,
right? Cool, man.
Cool.
So thank you, bro.
Okay, man. Up.
And we'll get Frank up here next. Yep, and then you save the best for last.
No, everybody's favourite.
Better not be or he's fired. No, just kidding. He ain't going nowhere. There's your microphone, sir.
Cheers, buddy.
That's all good.
Thanks
you
very much for doing that. Thanks for that, first.
This is my golden popcorn custom. Now they've got other models that they've brought out in this same colour, but not with that glass cut. This is custom to Frank and Fun Loving Criminals only. When I got with Premier, it used to be out of my hometown in Leicester. I used to go and visit that place all the time as a young kid, fascinated, going up, looking at these, to have a big long tower, and at the top of the tower were these beautiful drum kits all lit up all night. And as a young kid going over there, I could only be influenced by them. And then to be an endorsee for the best part of 10 years has been incredible. Big shout out to my man Colin Tennant, who's just awesome to work with. So there's my shell pack. It's Premier. It's all 6-ply, all full maple. That's why it sounds so lovely and warm. I play a 20-inch kick drum. The reason why I like to play a 20-inch is because I like to sit my snare drum just over about 3 inches over the rim. And obviously when you have a 22, it hits it. And also the other reason is I can get my kick to sound quite subby. You can get 20 inches to sound more subby sometimes than big 24. So I really like playing the 20. Then I move over to a 10-inch rack tom. My 10 is 10 by 8, another custom. It's on a rim mount, so it's got its own individual stand. So I like to get the vibration, so when I hit it, you hear it wobble out its tone, which I like. And I normally try and choke my 10-inch tom a little bit, because obviously with my band Fun Loving Criminals, we cross so many styles, from a bit of jazz, bit of hip hop, bit of blues, and sometimes we like to mash up a bit of Latino flavors. So I like to get that kind of timbale and get all that little flavors going on. Then I move down to, this is a very special drum, because this is the only drum Premier have ever done where they've sat a 12 on legs, which is how I like it, because when it's rim mounted, normally they sit too high, and I like to have my floors lower than my snare. A one-off, which I'm very, very lucky for. Then we move on to the 14 by 14. This is my floor tom. As you can see, I play cocktail tom-toms. I like all the drums to hold the tone. All my toms ring out, so. But when I spoke to Premier, I said, now, there's kind of one deal breaker, and that is I'll always play my vintage Yamaha snare. They don't make this snare anymore. This is over 31 years old, I believe, 30 years old, 31 years old. It's a beautiful brass piccolo. I use Remo controlled sound Emperors on my snare, also controlled sound on my tom-toms as well. Normally a controlled on that one. Didn't have one in the shop, so I went with my old classic, just an Emperor clear. Obviously the idea of the dots is it just kills a little bit of overtone, where on the 10 I don't mind it overtoning, because I want that ring like a timbale. So that's my custom kit from Premier. Then I move over to my absolute jewels, Elvis Presley's jewelry. I play paste. Now the unusual thing about me is my second cymbal, which you'd think would be a different size, is not. It's a full 18 crash. I only like the sound of an 18 crash. So whether or not I'm playing off the ride and I want to do a quick snap, but it's the same crash on both tones. Then I play a lovely, beautiful dry ride. I play a 20, so it's got a really nice controllable bell. But then as I come out, I can really rock out. And then sometimes I even give it a crack to get that gong kind of a super dynamic cymbals. Got a great tone, great edge, very loud. And then I move over to these beautiful things. These are my hi-hats. These are the medium, these are. The unusual thing about me is I flip them. So I play my bottom hi-hat cymbal on the top. I just like the more snappy because of my hip hop. But then if I want to rock out, it's got a beautiful ong to it. They're such good hi-hats. All my hardware is Premier, it's all double braced. I work with 3 boom stands, and then my 4th boom stand is just here holding up my chimes. Special moments in songs like Barry White where we do a breakdown, you just sweeten it up by running down the chimes before a big fill and coming back in on something. So that's the LP percussion chimes. I don't use a Premier kick drum pedal, which they don't mind, because if you're going to use a drum pedal, you use a DW5000 double chain. Pretty much an industry standard, that pedal. Then you move over to my little brain, which is unusual, 12,000 Mackie mixer. It's a fantastic mixer, pretty bulletproof. Don't want to jinx it, God bless you. I have a click, and then I have fast vocal, I have Naim's guitar, I have my vocal, and I also have the loops, our backing tracks. Then I have a little table where I have my drinks holder, timpani sticks for the beginning and ending of songs that I sometimes like to throw in. Always got a trusty drum key and my phone for when I'm bored halfway through a set and I want to ring my mum or I want to order a pizza for the end of the show, whatever it may be. I have my drum tech who's constantly making me drinks in the position the camera's in right now. And then I have my fan. I can't live without my fan because we're a well-dressed, savvy outfit. And if my mum and dad see photos of any of us, we always look smart in suits. We see this performance with our fans as a meeting with family members. So for that, we dress up. And then my last thing is obviously my vocal. My vocal comes through my wedge. I also have a wedge mix as well as on ears because I like to play with one ear out so I can hear the crowd, I can hear the front of house mix. You know, these are my fans for 2 decades. So I like to talk to them, I like to have that connection. And with our guitarist, Naim, I mean, he's one of my oldest friends, so I've been playing with him in bands for many, many years. So we don't actually need to hear each other because we've got this syncopated thing that we just know what each other's singing, and he knows where my range sits, and I know where he sits. So he's either under me or I'm over him in a harmony, wherever it may be. I also play a back-plated standard drum throne, and the reason that, sometimes to rest the back, but also I do have my in-ears pack sandwich on there. Someone said try this firm out in Manchester called Cosmic Ears. So big shout out also going out to Cosmic Ears. To my pasty family, you are literally the Ferrari of cymbals. Love you big time. Colin and everybody at Premier, you know I love my beauties. And that's pretty much Frank from Fun Loving Criminals year rundown. Big up.
Nice one. And we're out.
Cool, man.
Cool, thanks for that, Frank.
Good stuff, Adam. I'll send Naim up, yeah?
Cool.
This is my baby. This is a Les Paul standard translucent. You know, I mean, that's because of these lovely patterns, you know. It's pretty cool, man. I mean, it's really versatile. It's really chunky when I need it to be. It's got the pop-out switches as well, which do some phasing things, some boosts as well. I usually have it on the rhythm pickup, you know, and the reason for that is just so I don't pop out the mix and it's not too tinny, you know, because it's a smooth band, you know, and it's grooving and gentle. So when I want to pop out, I can, but in general, so yeah, it's just got some beautiful tones on this. Just really nice to play. Really, really cool. And of course,
it's a pretty guitar.
It's pretty pretty.
Every time you get this one out, it always reminds me of Carlos Santana.
I love Carlos Santana. Actually, I've been listening to him a lot, and you know, there's bits in song Loco that I try and bring in as well. I mean, I'm loving this. It's got tuning locks there, which are really handy.
Yes.
When you're in the heat of the moment, and you've got to change a string. They're super useful. For the set, I think I'd say probably 60%, 65% is on this guitar. But to be honest with you, I could probably do the whole set on this guitar. So this is my Telecaster. I'm going to say custom, but it wasn't customised by Fender. It was customised by the bloke who bought it off eBay. And, this guy got a Mexican Tele, and he kind of blinged it out. You know, he got these DeMarco pickups on there, a beautiful scratch plate, and all gold knobs and gold finishing on everything. He put it on eBay as for 350 quid, right? And hoping that the bids would go high. I just thought, all right, I'll put a bid in. Well, I'm never going to get it. No one else bid on it. So, you know, he was almost in tears. I drove to Birmingham. I said, yeah, sorry, dude, I bought it. But it's going to a good home. So I think he was a bit more cheered up when he found out it was getting played, you know, around the world and stuff. So it's got a pull-out phase switch on the tone control there. It's a little bit twangy. It's just what it's great, you know. So really nice. So you know. Yeah, beautiful. Love playing this one. And if the Gibson Les Paul goes wrong, I can probably do the whole set on this one as well. I've gotten used to the positions where the volume switches are, so I can do nice swirling there. Nice swirling there. Loved it. Do a bit of that now again. Oh, great. This is my Gibson Flying V. This was given to me by Frank in 2016, so it's a 2016 model. It's actually really light, it's really woody, it sounds like kind of Black Sabbath 70s style, you know. It's got a very thick, wide fretboard there, dead chunky sounding. I've been using it for Scooby Snacks at the end because it's just a bit of va-va-voom in it. It's pretty cool. And the other thing I love about it is that usually it's played like that, you know, by the Metallicas of this world and everything. I like to do this. You hold it up in there and you hold it like that, and it's like super comfortable. It's like a Tommy gun, you know, so you can bring like that. This one's like dead chunky, as I say. It's great for something like Southside. We've got this Electro Harmonix Octavix. It's like a Jimi Hendrix fuzz octave, if you like. If that's not loud enough, I can always like put in these little blues drivers as a little level up from that, you know, so. But you know, generally speaking, I like the sort of more sweet sounding guitars, you know, but every so often you need a big daddy like this, you know. Yeah. This is just a beautiful guitar. It's just a Fender Strat. It's actually a Mexican one, so it ain't the top one. But I found this beautiful, you know, Scratch God. Yeah, it's just real nice. I think it's inspired by Prince. But this one's beautiful when I'm using it with my PV Delta Blues amp there, because it's got this lovely tremolo on it. Like that. I don't know. Hopefully the camera can pick that up. Really, really warm sound, like a crystal warm. It's really beautiful. Sometimes the tremolo can sound wicked in certain solos. Other times it can be annoying because you'll get gaps in the notes. So that's the way I usually have it for the quieter songs, the slow ones like We're All Very Worried About You, Grave in the Constant, Passive Aggressive. I'll put it on for those ones. Maybe Love Unlimited. But look, this one's really, really nice, but because of the pickups, it's almost a third less volume than the Les Paul, which when you're in the heat of the moment with the band, it's a big deal because suddenly you can't hear yourself, and I'm on full here. So I've got this Andy Timmons dual compressor, and all I have to do is I put that on, and then that raises it up to the level of the Les Paul then. Yeah. And if I select the second channel, it will go even louder, but that's just in an emergency. And this is my amp. I love this one, but it's not really beefy enough on its own to be with the Criminals, you know. So when I joined the band, I thought, right, I need to step up to the plate, you know. And it's like I found this one on Facebook Market, you know, and I couldn't resist the deal. It came with a flight case and a head, everything. A basic Marshall head, Origin 50. I don't like amp heads with tons and tons of knobs on. The more knobs on, the more can go wrong. It's got a channel boosting switch there if I need a bit of extra oomph or whatever. But this on its own, I can do the gig just like that. That's cool. Frank gets a signal from that straight into his ears, so he can hear what I'm doing, or just sort of turn me off if it's annoying him. You know? But this is a 2 by 12, and so that means you got two 12-inch speakers inside it. I do want to get a 4 by 12 one that's angled to live underneath this. So for festivals and that, it'll be like the Don. What I've got here is an AB pedal, so I can select which amp to be heard. So this one is the PV Delta Blues. You know that? I know that because it's got the tremolo on it, and I can get both on like that. You know, when I was setting this up, I thought, oh, it'd be so good. I can give the soundman options, but to be honest, I just have them both on all the time. You know what I mean? Because there's too many other things going on to worry about that. I've been using this Carbon Copy Deluxe. You know, when I first started playing it, I'd have it on 12, and that's the volume you hear the echo at. You know, so if you're in your bedroom, right, that will sound fine. But on stage, I found you need to turn up that mix a lot more. And this is the regeneration, or the amount of times it repeats. Da, 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 da. You can choose that one, and you know it's got some modulation on it there that I never use. The reason why is because I've got my Stone, my phaser pedal here for that. So this makes it sound like nice and like creamy, like a bubble tea creamy. Very like 1970s sort of porn music, you know, it's perfect for that. Of course I've got the wah, just a standard Dunlop Crybaby. When you're on the road for a substantial amount of time and you've made all the mistakes you're going to make, you tend not to make them again. So it's just a matter of doing loads and loads of gigs, really, and then you get a lot more calm. I don't really get nervous anymore, but I get like a rush of excitement for a show, and they're always telling me I breathe funny, but you know, whatever. Luckily my tech now is Frank's younger brother, Chris, and he's brilliant. Give us a wave, Chris. I know you don't want to be on camera, but Chris has been absolutely beautiful for me. That's it, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for doing this, man.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Cheers.
Yeah.
See you tonight.
Wicked.
You know what time it is. Come on. Yeah! What's up? Yo. Right again. One, two, three, and I come with the redneck style, cause you know I'm getting paid by the mile. Like Avis, I paid this, Frank say this, everybody smile. And that crazy, see I rob banks, I pull pranks, sometimes I eat Franks and conditions. Best wishes, I'm vicious, but here I am again like CNN, delivery man. Yes, we bug a lot, and my friends is loud, and I'm more freaky than Disco 2000. I scream, I yell, I bark, I bite, I hit you with an egg on a hot summer night. I never let the cops get wind of me, and I never ever say that. I never take myself too seriously, cause everybody knows that bird. Come on, bro, get the fun of it criminal. Stick 'em up, bro, get the fun of it criminal. Stick 'em up, bro, get the fun of it criminal. Stick 'em up, bro, get the fun of it criminal. The fun of it criminal. Guaranteed indeed, smart like John Steed. I steal your gully and I steal your weed. Got so much flavor that I always need to chew it. And I got space styles, you be taking up from the U.S. Broken to the White House, I never got caught. And I've been Neil Armstrong if I was an astronaut. Always optimistic about human relations. Got more friends than my man Peter Gation. We always for loving, so don't start bugging. If your girlie comes up and starts. From the block you used to live on. The wanna be the gangster, wanna be the Devil Don John on my wall. Said no, I'm biggest fan to my little brother Paul. Losing his grip, man like Pesci flip. Talk to his brother so they always playing trip. Wasn't okie dokie, running around Don Quixote. Trying to be a man, he didn't even know me. Had the roots and he bought the suits. And the boys didn't like him, to tell you the truth. Had a JG on the pinky ring. He lied about doing some time, but mistakes in. Clip on fire summer afternoon. Told his brothers all these something had to be done soon. Took Paulie and a couple of boys. Jack to Boosterville, to Illinois. Lottie Dottie, free John Gotti. Lottie Dottie, Lottie Dottie, free John Gotti. The king of New York, king of New York. Lottie Dottie, free John Gotti. Lottie Dottie, Lottie Dottie, free John Gotti. King of New York, king of New York. Quick from the stripper and went to some club. 2 sticks of dynamite, 38 snub. Went to see no dime without an irritation. Stood outside the gate with a screaming demonstration. Waiting to get signs and a seal so on 9. Only Paulie got away with the skin in his behind. Back in the burrow, pop as I can throw. Ready break his room, that's when it's all pure. Caught him with a note with a rhyme that was dope about how he breaking John out. How he good at coke. Said I don't fly coach, don't save the roach. The king of New York, the king of New York. Said I never fly coach, never save the roach. The king of New York. Said I don't fly coach, don't save the roach. The king of New York, the king of New York. Lottie Dottie, free John Gotti. Lottie Dottie, Lottie Dottie, free John Gotti. King of New York, king of New York. Lottie Dottie, free John Gotti. Lottie Dottie, Lottie Dottie, free John Gotti. King of New York, king of New York. Lottie Dottie, free John Gotti. Lottie Dottie, free John Gotti. Lottie Dottie, free John Gotti. The king of New York, the king of New York. Lottie Dottie, free John Gotti. Lottie Dottie, Lottie Dottie, free John Gotti. The king of New York, the king of New York. Lottie Dottie, free John Gotti. Lottie Dottie, Lottie Dottie, free John Gotti. King of New York, the king of New York. Lottie Dottie, free John Gotti. Lottie Dottie, Lottie Dottie, free John Gotti. King of New York, king of New York. King of New York. King of New York. New York. The king of New York. King of New York. New York. new car owner, and I'm somewhat convoluted cause I'm living in a coma. Render those useless who pinch off my trim. The lights they are on, but the lights they are dim. Got the Bushmill shots, cops that give me props. I got them, not spike, I got them. Having fun with my gun, son. You know it's loaded and the FLC is raw, y'all. My candy coated, cooling on the rock with my case of golden rock. Picking up the schemes and get my poison hot. You know he loves to get down and party with the big boys. They asked him to be mayor once. Really had a choice. Fuck you people and my boys love you too. So fuck the king of beer, so this one's for you. Guns from stunts is what you wanna say. Ah, FLC with that mucho grande style. No, you can't boom with the bullshit system and you can't fix a man when it's pro. You know you can't bash if you don't pay the tax, and you can't wax the man when it's true. You know you can't boom in the bullshit system, and you can't fix a man when he's broke. You know you can't bash if you don't pay the tax, and you can't wax the man when it's true. Come on, EM2, you need to make some fucking noise, y'all. Come on. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Though the funk I drop is wild, just like a reader belt, and my shit is going fast. So get your second helping. Brain cells are dying, the women is crying, but I keep on trying. My man Jack Ryan. See, my man is in my face. The hippie have been drinking and they say that he needs space, but I know what he's thinking. We have a common bond, the fact we all get lifted. Roxy hit our head, the bed for summer 50. It's fun, loving, criminal. Out to represent, no stop being hard and politically correct. Guns for stunts is what you wanna say. FLC with that mucho grande style. Bullshit system and you can't fix a man when it's broke. You know you can't pass if you don't pay the tax, and you can't wax the man when it's joke. You know you can't boom with the bullshit system and you can't fix a man when it's broke. You know you can't pass if you don't pay the tax, and you can't wax the man when it's joke. System and you can't fix the man when he's broke. You know you can't pass if you don't pay the tax, and you can't wax the man when he's choke. You know you can't boom in the bullshit system and you can't fix the man when he's broke. You know you can't pass if you don't pay the tax, and you can't wax the man when he's choke. How y'all doing? This next one is our version of the music biz. You are tuned in to the fun-loving criminals, y'all. Woo! Now we want you to have a good time, party people. So make some noise, y'all. See, I got my love and it's alright. Lola is sweet, but sometimes you cry. Fuck her up, baby, and make it tight. Living my life, keep me up all night. So shake that ass until it's sore. Go, click, go, baby, let it pour. It's a 2-minute warning, but fuck the score. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4. Music industry, and that is what we are. No one pays for free, and everyone's a star. Sign a dotted line. We can have lunch sometime. We can lie to each other. You motherfucker. Design a deal, make it nice. Spoil your suits and prison quality eyes. You can't change your dreams at twice the price. We're the house, but you can roll the dice. But back in the day, people lived in fear. Bought no records cause they could not hear the shit that I'm busting up in your ear. So come over here and be with your peers. Music industry. That is what we are. No one pays for free, and everyone's a star. Sign a dotted line. We can have lunch sometime. We can lie to each other, motherfucker. Music industry. That is what we are. No one pays for free, and everyone's a star. Sign a dotted line. We can have lunch sometime. We can lie to each other, motherfucker. music industry. And that's what we are. No place for free. And everyone's a star. Sign the dotted line. We can have lunch sometime. We can lie to each other. Motherfucker. Music industry. That is what we are. No place for free. And everyone's a star. Sign the dotted line. We can have lunch sometime. We can lie to each other. You motherfucker.
So, we need to know how many old school Fun Lovin' Criminal fans are here tonight.
My cues of the dudes in DC with the wingtip shoes. My boss said it was Paris or prison, and the judge said, son, you better make a decision. I chose the former cause I heard it was warmer. April in Paris, hell south of the border. They put me together, tougher than leather.
Getting no better, getting it on to the great spot. Getting it on, getting it on, getting it on. Getting it on to the great spot. Getting it on, getting it on, getting it on. Getting it on to the great spot, getting it on, getting it on, getting it on, getting it on to the great spot, getting it on, getting it on, getting it on. I'm sorry. How you feeling, Ollie? You got that kick drum, baby, I hear it.
Hold the fort left, right, and center. Number one important, I don't flag or bender. Check the photo finish. I'm in this to satisfy parole. Not frozen, I play in the role. See, I got my boom boss, Bobby De Niro. If I was you, I could mix in and spill them. Smoke your rod until your time spill where it's lady.
Don't you know you get it, baby? Getting it on to the great spot. Getting it on, getting it on, getting it on. Getting it on to the great spot. Getting it on, getting it on, getting it on. Getting it on to the great spot, getting it on, getting it on, getting it on, getting it on to the great spot, getting it on, getting it on, getting it on.
You're up to no good, with no place to go but down. You're up to no good, with no place to go but down.
That's right, all the way down, y'all.
Up to no good, with no place to go but down. Up to no good, with no place to go but down.
Getting it on to the great spot, getting it on, getting it on, getting it on, getting it on to the great spot, getting it on, getting it on, getting it on. Getting it on to the great spot, getting it on, getting it on, getting it on, getting it on to the great spot, getting it on, getting it on, getting it on. You're up to no good,
With no place to go but down.
EM2 going down. Yeah.
You're up to no good, with no place to go but down. You're up to no good, with no place to go but down. You're up to no good, with no place to go but down. You're up to no good, no place to go but down. Whistling, that's good. Thank you. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna act fucking crazy tonight, right? There's an after party in the bar. I heard till late. It's going on. Naim's DJing. It's gonna get fucking loco in that bitch. Watch this woman walk, man. Just down that street. Just like she own that shit. Right, y'all. With the boom boom and the boom boom. Just like she own that motherfucker. You gotta be crazy. You gotta be crazy. You gotta be crazy. Still Harry's usual, lose more weight than on steroids, shot more punks in the ass than asteroids, got more heat than a ruby in August. Never spilled the beans when the cows found caught. All my liquid assets flowing like a stream. Fingers are faster than anything. Everybody around me making money. Everybody around me making money. Why can't I know stuff not to pick up my 12 gauge, but low, I can't change. Salad, cuisine, and I'm a red dead with the white sand hookah. Speak up, kid, yeah. Without no errors, I'm smashing 1200s on the sucker what I'm saying. But then I treat you like judo, I treat you. From me, I see you. You freak that Gucci Frito. There's something about a train. When 8 o'clock rolls around and the same old shit is getting it down, go to 10th Street, 10th Street, up on 10th Street, 10th Street. If you don't want that D, but you don't want that crack, but you gotta get that monkey off your back, go to 10th Street, 10th Street, up on 10th Street, 10th Street. Hey, you got what you need to go back and 10th Street, up on 10th Street, 10th Street. Hey, baby, keep it down. I believe I see the man. Look around as much as you like. Pull the bags and hold on tight on 10th Street. 10th Street. Up on 10th Street. 10th Street. They'll gladly snatch your cash. Give a gerbil shit, call it hash on 10th Street. 10th Street. Hey. 1, 2, 3, we got what you need. Fill the bag with much. 10th Street. Up on 10th Street. 10th Street. Hey, baby, keep it down. I believe I see the man. Baby, I believe I see the man. Look out, man. Baby, keep it down. I believe I see the man. Baby, keep it down. I believe I see the man. 10th Street, 10th Street, that's what I said. 10th Street, 10th Street, that's what I said. 10th Street, 10th Street, that's what I said. 10th Street, 10th Street. You can drink in here, but you can't smoke in here, but that's all right, because the people here who run this joint, let me tell you, they're wonderful people.
Okay, I'll fuck you.
to the lab with my gift to gab. You're a little dabadia, maybe even school ya. Rush the end zone like my man John Shula. You my four-leaf clover, either Villanova. Love you like Rover, you my little lawnmower. The lower, lower, see I'm the seed sower, the funky weed grower, the mad rat thrower. Man, do you understand what I'm giving? Ain't cocked in the palm of my hand. So take the nasty plunge, glad not grunge. I know it's really hard when you love someone. You always to buy me like Spanky to sign me. If anybody messes, I'ma bust him in the eye. Check that ass like Bill Esposito. UPS next day back to Toledo. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. If you ain't got 'em, then you hit rock bottom. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. If you ain't got 'em, then you hit rock bottom. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. If you ain't got 'em, then you hit rock bottom. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. If you ain't got 'em, then you hit rock bottom. Me and my roads, out dropping signs, a pocket full of blunts and a full carry license. Never walking streets, looking past my shoulder, acting kinda older since my dog got older. I walk the walk and I ace the test. When I put the pressure on, all your tendencies manifest. Half stick, bag of wood, talking to the dead. I break into your house and I smell it. Rock bottom, smoke 'em if you got 'em. If you ain't got 'em, then you hit rock bottom. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. If you ain't got 'em, then you hit louder. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. If you ain't got 'em, then you hit rock bottom. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. If you ain't got 'em, then you hit rock bottom. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. If you ain't got 'em, then you hit rock bottom. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. If you ain't got 'em, then you hit rock bottom. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. If you ain't got 'em, then you hit rock bottom. All right, let's hear you on two. Everybody say ho! You can do better. You can do better. Everybody say ho! I like that. That's good. Thank you. Yeah.
This show is powered by solar power. Can you believe that? Super cool.
Maximum mobile, stiffers in opinion, I was with them. Yeah, 7 Jack and Coke, sit them there, platform heels, no job bills, someone like a ill with a fucked up grill. Supermodels on my D, 1, 2, 3, these are 2 for you, 2 for me. Face like a saint, sucking like a sinner. Coke makes you dinner, Coke makes you dinner. Oh, shit. Got supermodels on my D. Got supermodels on my D. Got supermodels on my D. Side project, bring me up and out with the blues. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Why he's singing the blues? The guys around and down on Avenue G. He'll take under the hood and while the TV's not cheap. Treasure bought a drink for the girls. He said you gotta have some love in this fucked up world. Gotta have some love in this fucked up world. You gotta have that sweet, sweet love that keeps you warm at night. That keeps you warm at night. You gotta have that love. Cause the what it's cracked up to be. It's cracked up to be. Yeah, yeah. Got supermodels on my team. 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 I got supermodels on my thing. Can't you see? Can't you see that I got a supermodel on my team? Can't you see?
Can't you see, party
Oh,
people?
can't you see
Can't you see now?
that I got a supermodel
Where's she at, baby?
on my team?
Can't you see that I got a supermodel on my knee? Can't you see, love? Can't you see that I got a supermodel on my knee?
You know that she loves the D. You know that she needs a D. You know why? It's Johnny's D.
Can't you see that? Can't you see that I got a supermodel on my knee? Can't you see, love? Can't you see
That I got a supermodel. On my D, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. We had a great night here, Groningen. Have a great weekend. Get your groove on, yo. Put your hands together on the drum kit. Mr. Frank Ben Beanie!
Make some noise on the guitar for Mr. Naim Cortazzi. All right, that's enough. On the vocals, on the bass, on the keyboards, on the trumpet, make some noise from Brooklyn, New York City. Fisticuffs!
Thank you. Y'all like hip hop music? I hope so, because we're playing it all at the after party. Midnight in the back. Naim's gonna be dancing, doing magic. Frank, I don't think you're gonna be there. You're not coming tonight. You're not sure.
It depends if there's some girls there.
Can the ladies make some noise? No, not the guys. I don't think they understood me. Huh? Anyway, hip hop.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Hit it! Yo, Frank. Roll the windows down, pass the joint around, rock the town, up and down the block, we buy by the pound. Welcome to the life, now the time is right, keep it tight, look left and right. Yeah, we live after midnight, old school style life, strike with a limp. Don't even think it's smacking girls, we're acting like this. We make it nice, like over and over. Yeah, we bending dimes, like mile high money, ask your moms and your sister. Gave you the hot number, they gave you a blister. You ain't got nothing, you can't spit for shit. We the criminal, son, and this ain't no trip. Yeah, that's me and the FLC. One more time, rockin' NYC. Got mine on my money and the B's in the high. Keep it real, love, there's a criminal side. Yeah, that's me and the FLC. One more time, rockin' NYC. Got mine on my money and the B's in the high. Keep it all. Frankie, baby, you know who I am. Some people like to call me the rhythm man. I move a lot of weight and I can pull some strings. Rocky Balboa when he's in the ring. The kick and the snare, I do command. To sit behind the beast because you too bad to sand. Coast to coast, I make you jump or back. Even Snoop Dogg call me with the crazy. Castle in the middles, I'm born and bred. From blaze around the world like the Grateful Dead. Got every kind of tune up in a melting pot. I'm in Holland, Joe, you got the lot. Shit. Yeah, that's me and the FLC. One more time, rockin' NYC. Got mine on the honey and the bees in the hive. Keep it real, love, there's a criminal side. Your Frank got his verse since his first, and he told ya FLC running this shit from the get-go. Squeeze, but please with my place in the sky. So make some noise for our man Naim.
One for your mother, she gave you life. Two for your brothers that stand by your side. Three is the number of the boys in the band. Go! We love you guys, it's all according to plan. What's it?
Yeah, that's me and the FLC. One more time, rockin' NYC. Got mine on my honey and the bees in the hive. I keep it real, love, there's a criminal side. Yeah, that's me and the FLC. One more time, rockin' NYC. Got mine on my honey and the bees in the hive. I keep it real, love. Put your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Shit, go! Put your hands in the air, wave them like you just don't care. Woo! Yeah, that's me and the FLC. Yeah, that's me and the FLC.
So about this time every night, we like to dedicate this certain song to one of the greatest love song writers of all time. He was the walrus of love. He went by the name of Mr. Barry fucking White, y'all.
Saved your life, or got you back with your ex-wife. Sing Barry White, Barry White, sing it Barry White, Barry White. Is it alright? It's alright. I was watching Better Check, mind's eye right back when I was seeing, learn about life. Might have been together, yo, gave me sight. Said it's better doing this, sucking on the pipe. When she come over, she bought the discus. On, looky on, she promised to kick this. BWF, stole my breath, and when she finished, there was nothing left. Barry White, Barry White, saved my life. If Barry White saved your life, or got you back with your ex-wife. Sing Barry White, Barry White, sing it Barry White, Barry White. Is it alright? Bring over. Sing about it low and fat like Jimmy Getty. We make it happen. Ass slapping, sitting on the way, never catch napping. T.O. if you know, you got the money grips. The parking for Saturday night and the pips. The pips know the hymns, you know they're singing along like knowing the verb's gonna keep you from the twilight.
Yo, make some noise if you love Barry White, y'all.
Singing Barry White. Is it alright?
Barry White.
Save my life. If Barry White saved your life or got you back with your ex-wife. Sing Barry White.
Barry White.
Singing Barry White.
Barry White.
Is it alright?
It's alright.
Barry White.
Barry White.
Save my life. If Barry White saved your life or got you back with your ex-wife. Sing Barry White.
Barry White.
Singing Barry White.
Barry White.
Is it alright?
Thank you. Thank you for all the years coming out and supporting Fun of the Criminals. God bless you. Have a great summer. Take care.
Oh, I smell that. I smell it.
Everybody cool to the robbery! You fucking bitch, move! And I'll execute every motherfucking last one of you!
Got the gas, we out to rob the bank. We got Naim outside, carrying a full pack. Everything's cool and everything's smooth.
Hey, that's smooth.
She walk up to the teller, I give her my letter, gives me the loot. We puckered up lips in a way that I found you. And I said, baby, baby, baby. Is there some common she love thing happening here in 201? Got that time, Frank tapping from behind, he said it's time to blow, you know. South go, we go back to the ride. Frank inside in the line, and off we drive. See you hurt my lower lumbar, you know we never get far. Fucking around with a soul police car, so we dropped it off, piled in the caddy. Frank was driving, cause I had to talk to my
I
man.
told you I don't know anything about any fucking setup. You can torture me all you want.
Torture you, that's a good idea. I like that one.
Running around, driving banks all black, Dr. Schuch-des time. Running around, driving banks all black, Dr. Schuch-des time. See, I don't give a fuck about the hell's getting punk in the crowd. Man, I'm still standing up straight, so we pull these jobs to make a little money. The one getting hurt if they don't act funny. On my way to the yacht, we almost got caught. Frank Schuch mailbox known where the cops is. They had Dunkin' Donuts, a chase from the Foreman's mailbox. Frank had just exploded. Big chase from my man Naim, the assembly lost in brothers with haste. Passed it off and along we went off. But we were doing out of resort that we rented.
I need you cool. Are you cool? I am cool.
Running around, robbing banks all white, talking Schuch-des time. Running around, robbing banks all white, talking Schuch-des time. Running around, robbing banks all white, talking Schuch-des time. Running around, robbing banks all white, talking Schuch-des time. Thank you so much. Have a great night. You guys rock, really. Thank you so much. Means a lot to us. After all these years, you guys always come back. So you crazy like I. We'll see you at the party. Go say hi to Robbo.
Party people! Party people! I want to hear you sing tonight, all right? It's your turn to sing.